I'm going to take a look in our group and see if I see us. We should be live streaming right now on YouTube and on Facebook. And now I need to see if I can see your guys' comments. So that's the only challenge I have. Wait, hold on. Comments. Okay, if you're watching this and you can see this live, give me a comment and let me know that you are here watching. So we're live streaming on YouTube on 2 channels, and we're live streaming on Facebook in the marketing group. And I'm live streaming on Lori Ballen business page and on LinkedIn. So what I need to see now is if I can see any comments coming in. So come on in. I see you guys piling in. Just post a comment for me that you are here, and I'll see if I can see where they're showing up. This is my first time using this combination of software. And I'm hoping that this is the final one, because I don't want to be learning software anymore. I would much rather... I can see you. Oh, this is so exciting. Well, I can't actually see you, but I can see your names popping in. All right. So it looks like Facebook is not giving me your name. I'm going to have to look at that one, but I can see Aaron. Aaron, what are you watching? What channel are you on watching this right now? I see Tammy. Tammy, I think you're on YouTube. And Maricela, I can see you. You're on Facebook. Okay, so there's only one person I can't see their name, and I don't know why. Oh, I think it might be you, Patty, because I can see your comment here and not here. So how is everything coming through for you guys, visually and audio? Because I'm thinking about doing a quick little training here, although nothing I do is ever quick, to be honest. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So for those of you that are in Lori Ballen's marketing group watching this video, I can't see your names. For those of you, it looks like that are on the business page, I think I can see. So if you're there, you can definitely comment and let me know that you're there. All right, cool. I just probably can't see all of your names. Now, the other thing I should probably do is, so it looks like I can't moderate from there. All right, so let's break down what you're seeing on the screen here. I love the real conversations, right? So this is my new YouTube studio setup, and it's actually my dining room. I'm just going to straight up tell you how it is, because I'm still in an apartment, post-divorce 2016, moved to an apartment. And then now I'm trying to still decide if I want to live on my own in a house or not, or I'm trying to decide. Anyway, I love my apartment. And I have a dining room that we were not using to eat in, my 17-year-old daughter and I. So I made it a YouTube studio. So what I have, and you can't see it all right now, I've got pictures of it. But I have a green screen behind me. Let me show you this. Watch this. Hold on. I can make the green screen disappear, I think. There you go. This is what it actually looks like. So I've got a real life bookshelf here, and then I've got this green screen right here. And the coolest thing, watch. Hold on. I'm going to slide it back. And the green screen actually drops straight down. And that's what it would look like if I didn't have the green screen up. Isn't that neat? That is so cool. All right, I'm coming back. Hold on. Moving my chair all around. All right, so let me put that green screen back on. So with one click of a button, there's the green screen. Isn't that amazing? I have all of my, trying to get back in my spot. I have all of my YouTube studio equipment listed I'll post a link once I start. Hold on, let me see. I'm looking at my screen right now. ballenblogger.com/YouTube studio. I'm going to post this right now in, oh, I can't. ballenblogger.com/YouTube-studio. I'll post a link after. So the one thing I've not figured out yet with this software is how to chat and share links from here. So what I have is, yeah, it doesn't, I don't know how to comment to those yet. I'm using a software called Ecamm Live, and Ecamm is what's helping me set this screen up and everything. I'm using it's streaming out to Restream.io is how I'm getting to LinkedIn and to the Facebook channels and to YouTube and all of that. So Ecamm is feeding to Restream. Aaron, thank you. It's actually ballenblogger.com/YouTube-studio. YouTube-studio. Yeah, and I've got all of my equipment listed there. So then I also have two of the coolest lights I have ever seen. So let's turn the lights off for a second so you can see what this looks like. Hold on, I'm going to go to the settings. Okay, hold on. I'm going to turn these lights off. I'm going to control this off my other computer. And off. Look at that. So that's with the lights off. And then I can turn the lights on with one click of a button. They're controlled over the internet, over Wi-Fi. And they're on my desk. And these are the key light airs. And again, after the video, I'll put a link. But if you just go to that youtube.com, ballenblogger.com/YouTube-studio, I've got the picture of my lights. I've got where you can get them. I've got the green screen. I've got all that kind of stuff. The only thing I don't have on right now is the Sony digital camera that I bought. Super ritzy, high-end DSLR camera. And the only reason I don't have that on right now is because positioning in the room is not right. And I still have to figure, I only have so much space, and the camera right now is way high above the computer, and it really looks funny when I'm on the screen. So I've got to figure that one last piece out, and then I can stream in 4K, which is cool. All right. Well, wow. Thanks for joining me today. I'm for those of you that want to stick around for a little bit, one, I'll just tell you that at any minute my daughter could run out, my 17-year-old could run out squealing with joy, because she's waiting for her college right now to say if she got accepted. She's got a list, and the number 2 college she has applied for, she thinks she might have gotten in, but she's waiting for the official. So she may run out here screaming, woohoo. Well, that'll be all right. We'll be happy for her if she does that. All right. I'm going to share my screen. So I haven't tried sharing my screen on this yet. So we're going to try sharing the screen. And what I want to do is I want to talk to everybody about setting up a content calendar for 2021. And I've been doing this like a crazy woman. So I'm going to actually show you mine. And I'll show you exactly what I do. And then you guys can see if that's something that would be worth it for you or not. So, oh, hold on. Let me see if I can see your comments in the Restream dashboard. Hold on. I can see me. That must mean events, video storage, scheduler, chat app. Oh. Open in browser. The chat is waiting for new messages. Okay, I have no idea where that goes. So that must not be it. Shoot, this is the one piece I really need to look up. Okay. Oh, hold on. Okay, we did not start in LinkedIn. Go to the dashboard, toggle off, streaming monitor. Shucks, still can't figure out how to see the comments. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going then. All right, so what I want to do is I'm just going to talk to you guys really quick about setting up a content calendar. And I'm going to show you mine. And then you can ask questions if you're on here live with me. And I'm also going to show you a couple of my favorite tools that help me with my content as well. And so let me see now if I can share my screen with you. Okay, so now that works. I just was able to share your, yeah. I can see your comments. The only thing I cannot figure out how to do yet is to moderate them, to remove them. I can remove the person, but I'm trying to figure out how to change a comment. All right, we'll come back to that. So let me see now if I can share my screen. So we're going to go to zoom in on the screen using the scroll gesture. Once you've zoomed, position the screen. I don't know what that means. Okay. Show, oh, okay, current application. Zoom in on it. Hold on, we're almost there. Current application. Entire screen. Aha. Okay, hold on. Open system preferences. Sorry, the first one had to be like a live practice. There's no other way to learn this for me. Okay, entire screen, current application. Okay, I have to give it permission to share my screen. Hold on. So we're going to say yes. Come on. Okay. Entire screen. All right, wait, we're getting close. Now we can see the screen. And then we should also be able to see picture in picture. Nope. Okay, I may have to go figure this part out because I can get us on the screen. Well, that might be all right. I think I can still show you what I want to show you today. It doesn't really matter if I'm actually on the screen or not, except for that's not the actual screen I want. So hold on. There we go. This is the screen I want. That is so weird. Okay. So what are you guys looking at now? You should be looking at my, at the screen, and I've got the Sem Rush up here right now. Yep, it looks like that's what you can see. Okay, here's the quick idea. I'm just going to go ahead and show you this. If anybody in Lori Ballen's Facebook marketing group, you guys are the ones that I can see right now on my other computer. So if you'll type anything in there, that would be beneficial. And then it looks like, let me see if the YouTube one's open there as well. YouTube, manage videos. And we'll just check if that one is opening in the live chat. Yep, I can see that one too. Let me just see if I can get it to open for me so that I can see your guys' comments. If you're on YouTube, please comment below that you are on YouTube so I can see it right now as we're talking. If you're watching this on playback, you can let me know you're watching it on a playback as well. But that would help me to be able to see if I can see your comments on there too. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to show you this content calendar and exactly how I'm doing all of my content. All right. You want your mind blown? Watch this. I am going to show you something, but only if I'm logged in. Let me see if I'm logged in. Okay, I'm not. So I'm just going to have to tell you because I don't want to pause it to log in right now. I have published 423 articles this year on one website. This one right here, ballenblogger.com. Now, I know a lot of you guys are real estate agents, and that's great because this pertains to absolutely any niche: real estate, blogging, affiliate marketing, whatever channel you happen to be on. This is this is anybody. And I just am at 350,000 words published, but I'm not writing most of it. I'm editing. I'm the one creating the calendar. Here's what needs to be created. And then I'm going out and hiring writers, and I'm managing that process. And when they come back, I'm putting them on the website, doing all the uploads, the affiliate linking, all of that. So it's crazy cool. And here's the idea. You don't have to do the magnitude of the content I'm creating. You don't have to create that type of volume. I'm doing it because I'm testing something, like how quick can I get to 1 million words? How much money does a blog with 1 million words actually make? So there's kind of like a goal there. But I have real estate websites, and I have everything. I have blogging websites and things like that too. So what we're looking at here, this is all I've been doing, all of these blogs. And if you want to poke around at what it is that I do, you can see them all on here. And then I have a real estate website called ballenvegas.com that's getting new content now as well. And these websites are actually designed by my brothers Jeff and Paul over at ballenbrands.com. And these are WordPress websites with IDX and really cool. And my whole goal when I'm creating content for these websites is to rank on the search engines for a particular term that people are actually searching on Google. And then in conjunction with that, I use social strategies, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, whatever, to drive more traffic over to those. And then once they're on the page, my goal is either to get them looking at IDX properties, filling out a home valuation request, or I'm making money from the ads on the website. That's just kind of like the overall concept of that. I have another one here called GoSummerlin.com. And this is my brand new one for 2020. And this is all designed for the neighborhood that I live in and work in, and a little more higher end, you know. So I wanted to give it like not necessarily a luxury feel completely, but very outdoorsy, suns and mountains and whatnot. So I'm working on that one as well. And then I have a lifestyle blog called midlifemonarch.com. And I'm working on that one over here. So you kind of get a similar idea throughout these websites. And then I've got a weight loss website, ketodays.com, that's recipes and food blog and all about the keto diet. So as you can see, this is what I do full time. This is what I do every single day. So I love now that I can come on live and share with you guys some of these strategies. Sometimes, typically I charge for my trainings. I do group sessions and coaching programs, but it's nice to be able to pop in here and say, hey, let me talk to you guys and share some concepts and ideas with you guys that you might be able to use for the new year. All right. So that's kind of like what I'm doing here. And if you look, I am using a basic spreadsheet for my content calendar. So let me make this a little bit bigger. You get a better look at what I'm doing here. So I have a Google spreadsheet, and it's really a workbook. And each one of these tabs is one of the websites in my portfolio. And then I have one for videos here as well. So what I do is when I'm kind of enjoying a little bit more downtime, I'm not actively publishing an article or making a video or doing a training, then I like to go explore ideas so that I constantly have this spreadsheet running so I know what I want to create next. Now, ideally, I'd like to at some point hire a content manager that actually takes care of this for me. I come up with all the ideas of what needs to be created, and then they go out and get the content and publish it on the website and whatnot. But for right now, that's all me. I'm the one doing all of that. And so what I do is I have a topic listed here, and then this is the search volume. So if somebody were to go to Google and type in that search phrase, how many people per month are searching for that keyword phrase? And what I do is I keep I start with really low search volume and really low keyword difficulty. And that's how I get on the search engines quick with a new website. Once I cover all of the low competition, low volume keywords, then I start moving up to the next sector. So it's a way to get on Google quicker, lower barrier of entry and it's a proven strategy that a lot of us use. So this isn't just me. This is kind of what a lot of bloggers know to do these days. So the first one is search volume. The second one is keyword difficulty. So on a scale of 0 to 100, how difficult is this keyword going to be to rank for organically, unpaid, not paid ads, but rank naturally, organically on the search engine results page? What is that keyword difficulty? And this is going to range anywhere from a 0 to 100 being the highest. So I'm going to start off with as many as I can get below 70 as possible, definitely below 80. And then the next thing is, what's the cost per click for that particular item? I think that's supposed to be a 62. I need to look that up. What's the cost per click? The reason why I list the cost per click is because that tells me how lucrative that content might be. So if I'm selling ad space on that particular website, how much could I potentially earn if people are spending a higher amount per click? Then it's likely that type of a blog post is going to bring in a higher percentage of ad revenue. For you guys that are real estate agents or food bloggers, well, not food bloggers, but for you guys that are real estate agents, that probably doesn't matter to you unless you're doing what I'm doing and you're monetizing your website in multiple ways and you want to create a bunch of real estate articles, but you want to know which ones are worth more. So for example, let me click on my real estate one. On this Ballen Vegas one, you can see here that I started doing the same thing. Now, a lot of these are just about Vegas in general, because one of the things that I have found is that just blogging about Vegas helps Google better rank me as a real estate agent in Vegas. The two work very well together. And so there's benefits of blogging all about the hyper local stuff about the area. In addition, those are all monetizable with ads or affiliate income. So right before I went live here, I did an income report on the Ballen Blogger YouTube channel. And I shared that last month I made over $9,000 in affiliate income. So that's when I talk about a product or service, or I blog about a product or service, and I have a relationship with that vendor, with that brand, and they pay me some sort of a commission based on somebody buying something. Okay. So for example, I've got a blog on ballenvegas.com on this one that's all about utilities. So let's look this up. So if I go over here and I go to Las Vegas utilities and scroll down, this one is me. So sometimes I rank #1 depending on the type of search that they do, like which keywords they use. But here I am for Las Vegas utilities. So this is my real estate website. And on my real estate website, I talk all about where they can go get all this stuff turned on. Their gas, their cable, their mail, their phone, their internet, their trash service, that type of thing. Well, once this blog started climbing the search engines and it started getting a ton of traffic, I thought, well, I wonder if any of these people have affiliate relationships. So I went and reached out. I Googled them. I looked online, and I found that several of them actually had affiliate relationships, one of them being the cable company. So the local cable company, now when somebody signs up for cable using my link, I get a commission. So that's what I'm talking about when I say there's other ways to monetize a website. And so sometimes when I'm doing things like this, I'm also looking at, could that bring in ad revenue besides just real estate leads? So it's nice. And listen to this. If any website that you have, turn on my camera for a second, any website that you have that's monetized, meaning you have ads on the website, or it's monetized with course sales or info products or real estate sales, or anything that you have selling on the blog that has assets, especially virtual things, ads and publishing, affiliate income. Yeah. Then it's a sellable asset. And the going rate for a website is 30 times the month's income. So whatever that website generates in revenue could sell for 30 times that amount. So imagine if you got your website where it was earning $10,000 a month, what that could look like if you turned around to sell it. Once you get over 300,000, they get harder to sell. But there's like a pocket in there. So for me, I'm also building an asset when I'm doing all of this. All of my blogs and websites I'm looking at as sellable assets, or I may keep them forever if they're monetized correctly. So you just never know. I personally have never sold a website. I've sold businesses that I've created, but I've never sold an actual website. So, all right, let's go back to the screen here. So this is what it looks like. And then when I hire the writer, I will list them here. In fact, let's look at it here. I'll list where I got the writer from. And then over here, I tell them how many words I want that article to be, and some notes of other semantically related keywords or things that I want them to include. This is the content brief, so to speak. Okay. Now, where am I getting all of this from? I use a tool called Sem Rush. And what I do is I will come up here into something like domain overview. And I will, actually, let me go back to organic research. So I'll start here with like a keyword phrase. So like right now, let's just say home values. Okay, for example. So I'll type something in like home values, a keyword, and then I'll hit search. Oops, I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on. Let me just go back to here. So I'll type in home values. Okay, and then let me make this bigger so you guys can see it. Okay, so then what happens is if I click on view all 37,940 keywords related to home values, I get a list of all the information you just saw on the spreadsheet. So here's the keywords, here's the search volume. This is the trend, which is really cool. Is that keyword trending up? Is it trending down? Is it staying afloat? What is it doing? And then this is the keyword difficulty. This is the cost per click. And those are what I'm looking for. And I can export right from here onto a Google sheet, which is typically what I would do. Okay. The other thing I can do is I can put in a competitor that, for example, Zillow for us real estate agents. And I can actually, I would go in and put them in the domain overview, and it'll give me every keyword that Zillow ranks for. And then I can sort by show me low competition, low search volume, but over $3 a click. And then it'll give me all of that. It'll give me all those ideas. And then I just come over and put them in this spreadsheet. So I'm never wondering what to create. I have all of the data I could possibly ever need. I can put in any single website I want and just put in those three criteria. I want a search volume of under 300. I want a keyword difficulty of under 70%. And I want a cost per click value of over $10 or over whatever it is. And then I can create this list and put them in here. Then when I go to create the actual content, let me show you how this works. I come up here and I pick something. Let's take Rio nightclub, Las Vegas. And I go into Sem Rush and I go down here to the content marketing template. I don't know if I just hit the right thing. I didn't. Hold on. It's on the left, content marketing, SEO content template. There it is. SEO content template. Okay. Now I just put the target keywords for my article, Rio nightclub, Las Vegas, and I click create SEO template. Are you guys still here? If you're still here, comment for me so I can see if I can see any update. I can't see any of the comments. That's the only crazy thing about the software, and I know I'm just missing it. And as soon as I find it, I'll be like, oh, there it was. Can't believe it was here the whole time. Hold on, I just wanted to click and see if I can get it to pop up. Ecamm, where'd they go? Comments. Now I can see your comments. Okay, but I don't know if those will, I need those to stay open. I don't know if they'll stay open right now on this screen. Normally I have my two monitors going and I didn't do it right before I set up. So I missed having the back and forth there. Okay. So now what happens is once you have SEO content template open, then down here, what it does is it goes out there and it scours the web for the top 10 ranking websites. And it comes back and it gives you a suggestion. Your content should be about 934 words long. That's just basically taking an average of all those top 10 ranking pages and saying, because the other ones covered it this much in depth, we think you should cover it this much in depth. It's not actually about counting the words. It's not like Google ranks you for word count. It's more about how deep do you need to go on this topic? How much do you need to say about this topic? So that's the average, okay? And then it gives you suggested keywords to use And all I have to do is export this, and that's what you're reading up here on these. So I've given them, these are the words I want them to include. Enrich your text with the following semantically related keywords. And these are writers that don't necessarily know anything about SEO. So I'm doing the work on the front end and saying, here's what I need you to do. And then they come back and give them to me, and I do all the optimization. Now you'll notice nothing here is dated. I don't have like I don't have a regular routine of this gets published on Monday and this gets published on Tuesday or anything like that, because I'm more focused on where am I at right now with collecting all of this, with putting it on the website. Now, what I do to manage all of this is I use a tool, and again, I would throw you out links if I had them. I do have a, if you go to loristools.com, loristools.com, I have a page here that's got all of my tools that I'm talking about listed on here. And you can even search. So you could say, I think she said something about grammar something. Oh, that's not even on there. That's funny. No Grammarly? I need to add that. All right. Well, I'm a little behind, I guess. But most of the software that I use, I have listed here in case you're going, oh, I need to know what that is, and some of my equipment as well. So Grammarly, what Grammarly does is it allows me to take any document and import it, and then I'll show you. So here's one I imported this morning, and this is an article I had hired out from a writer, and it's coming back to me now. And now I'm going to go through and edit this piece of content and put it on a website. But I put it in Grammarly first, because what Grammarly does is it does a spell check. Easy for you to say. It does a spell check. It senses tone. It checks for bad punctuation. It checks for copywriting. It checks to make sure they didn't go steal somebody's data, somebody's content. So plagiarism, that's what I'm looking for, plagiarism. So what I do, and I can do about 3 of these in the morning. So if I get up at 4 in the morning and I work till about 6:30 before I start getting my daughter her tea and go for my walk and things like that. I can do about 3 of these during that time frame. I can do 3 long ones in about an hour. I mean, in about 2 hours, because I'm pretty familiar with what I want this all to look like. So I've gotten much faster at it now. So I go through this whole page. Oh, she says yeah, I know. I can't figure out why my hand's disappearing yet. I think I need to move myself over a little bit to the left. I'm not even sure why. The green screen's back there. So, okay. Well, I'll tell you a funny story. I don't know if it's funny or not, but when I first started doing video, this was before we had video on our phones. This was like, I've been doing video since video was a thing on search and social and things like that. And I remember once I had made a video and somebody messaged me and he says, Lori, you're so good at search engine optimization, SEO, and real estate marketing. When your video skills catch up with your writing skills or something like that, or your marketing skills, you'll be a force to be reckoned with. So basically he was insulting me in a roundabout way by telling me my video sucked and I had a long way to go. And this whole year for me has been about figuring this out. I went through 3 different sets of lights. I've gone through multiple cameras. I was doing Wi-Fi, and then I figured out how to get hardwired in. And then I got, the last big step here was I just bought a 27-inch Mac computer, and that has a 1080 built-in camera. And so when I don't want to mess with the high definition DSLR, this is obviously you can see it's a great option, and it manages the green screen really well. And it was I had to get the computer to stop all the skipping, because I was noticing like my laptop just didn't have the processor, even though it was a great Apple computer didn't quite have the processor to keep up with all the stuff that I was doing. And so now we've gotten past all the lags. We don't have the skips anymore. The internet's perfect. The audio's good. Now I got to figure out how to get rid of how to make my hand not disappear when I do. I know what it is. There's a bookshelf right here and the green screen ends right in front of it. And I stitched, now I have no arm. I clicked the button to stitch it so that the background will go all the way across. But if I don't do that, you just see the bookshelf to the right. And so that's what it actually is. I just need a green screen that's a little bit longer. Also, you don't need a green screen. You can do, if you have a solid black wall behind you, you can actually choose black as the color on a lot of the software, or blue. As long as it's solid, you can get a similar effect. But this is always nice, having the green screen so that I can pick and choose and play with it. A really cool effect. I don't know if you saw this. Let me show you this. This is a really cool effect. I'm going to go back to the desktop for a second. If I go over to my YouTube channel and yep, I'm on the right channel, I think. Let me see. I'm going to go to my channel and to my videos. Oh, look, there's me. I'm going to go to the videos and then this one. Watch. Look how I'm talking. All right. Now I froze on an interesting spot there on my picture. So what you notice here is that I have a green screen behind me. So what we have is I'm more like a 3D cutout, like now when I'm talking in that right-hand corner, I'm not just a bubble. And I've recorded my screen using Camtasia. And I'm not just a square because I actually used a green screen to record and then used Camtasia to just remove that background. But if I had a black solid background or blue or anything behind me, it would have worked the same. So when I move into my, eventually I think when I buy a house, I will paint the back wall a solid color. That I don't want a green color, but something that looks nice with the rest of the room, some sort of a dark background. And then I'll just choose that color and it should remove it the same way, which is really cool. So that is my content strategy. Do you guys have questions about that content strategy, or are any of you guys at that level yet where you're doing a bunch of content and planning it for the new year? Have any questions on hiring writers or on the on-page editing, anything like that? Oh my gosh. Okay. So got to figure out that moderation so that I can fix that. That's my only last big piece to take care of. I'm so excited though. This has been a work in progress, lots of pain points all along the way. And I feel like I'm really close now to having this completely dialed in. Once I get this last piece, figuring out how to moderate all of these channels at the same time, then we are absolutely going to be good to go. All right. Well, thanks you guys for joining me. It's been fun today. Thanks for letting me learn with you and practice on my new software. And Patty asked which edition of Sem Rush do I have? I think I'm paying $99 a month. That's what I believe I have to get that much data. There is a free version, and it'll show you a little bit of the data, but it does make you upgrade at some point. Okay. Now there's other ways to get topic ideas. There are a ton of other ways to get topic ideas. Answerthepublic.com. That has a free and an upgraded version, and it collects all of the questions that are asked out on the web, and it gives them to you so you can go create content around all of those questions. Now you're not getting the cost per click value, the search volume, or the keyword difficulty, but you're definitely getting the value of, hey, let me show you an example. Hold on, let me just show you my screen really quick. If you go to answerthepublic.com and you type in, discover what people are asking about, selling a house, or you could say real estate or anything like that, and you click search, click on this data tab, you now get a list of questions that people ask when they're selling a house. Can you cancel selling a house? Can you refinance while selling a house? Can you make money selling a house? Can you get scammed selling a house? What does selling a house furnished mean? When selling a house, what does completion date mean? How does selling a house affect taxes? So one of the first things that you would do as a real estate agent who is blogging would be to go create a bunch of content around those questions, right? That would be, now, if you're a real estate agent using video, you would go make videos based on all those questions. So you could have a whole series of real estate questions that all of these people are asking. And you could say, you know, every Monday you come on YouTube and you do a live stream and you answer the top questions related to selling a house. Those are just some, you know, various ideas on finding those. So that is one idea of where you can find it. Another idea is actually to go straight to Google itself. So if I go over to Google, okay, and I type in something like how to sell a house, and I go down here to people also ask, these are a bunch of questions that people also ask about selling a house. And if I click on one of them, you'll get a bunch more questions that show up. In addition, at the bottom of the page, you get about 10, oh, now it's 8. You get about 8 other suggestions related to selling a house. And in this search bar itself, you can play alphabet soup. And what that looks like is how to sell a house. Now, put a space bar and look at the suggestions. How to sell a house by owner. How to sell a house without a realtor. How to sell a house by owner in Nevada. How to sell a house fast. And if I run out of ideas, put in the letter A. And now you'll get a bunch more selections. Put in the letter B. You'll get a bunch more. C. You'll get a bunch more. D. You'll get a bunch more. These are free. These ideas are free. So you don't even have to worry about the search volume right now. You're just going in and answering the questions that your real estate clients would be answering you anyway. And that works with any niche. That doesn't just have to be real estate. That's a niche that we all can take advantage of, or a tool that's free that we can all take advantage of, that I think is super cool. So, oh, hi, Carol. Carol said, did you remodel your apartment? I know, isn't it nice? Except my hand disappears. Yes, this is the green screen effect. Somebody said it's not cat friendly, but I imagine Gideon would have such a great time in that background behind me. Anyway, so, all right. Well, this was super fun, you guys, and I'm going to go figure out how to moderate the comments. That's the last piece. For those of you that are KW Command people, I'm going to be doing lives in there. For those of you that are following YouTube, I'm going to keep live streaming on I have 3 channels that I'm live streaming on right now, and then Facebook business page and Facebook groups. So affiliate marketing, SEO, YouTube, blogging, real estate marketing, all of those things. I'm going to be popping in here a bunch more and doing more live streams. I just have to go figure out that last little piece, right? And that will be beneficial. So anyway, thanks you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate you all being here and letting me learn today with you guys, and have a safe and holiday season. And I'll see you the next time I hit live. Talk to you later.